Are we on?
We on.
We're on. We got a special co-host today. Brian's playing grab ass in Utah. Just kidding. By grab ass, I mean he's at his father's 80th birthday celebration.
Wow.
I know. Brian had to get tested 3 times for COVID before he went out there, and when he landed.
Really? Because his dad's 80.
His dad's 80. And
wow.
And Papa Callan, big Callan. What do we call him? Big Carl?
Mike, right?
Big Mike. I like Big Carl. Big Mike is big.
He's a big boy.
So he's worried about the COVID stuff.
Yeah.
So
when you're 80, you got to be big.
Yeah, you have to.
At a certain point, you got to just let it go.
I'm counting down the days.
Yeah.
I can stop biking and eating normal food. I just want to let myself go.
80 is the time to do that.
Yes,
well, I'm glad Callan got tested. I keep getting, and I feel great. I have 104 temperature. I feel great today. I don't care.
Is it 104?
It's 104.
Okay.
It's so good. I just feel good. I feel clear,
Hey.
I just am sweating and I feel better.
Sweating.
Yeah, I just feel okay. It's not a big deal.
Jen, did you see the video that Tim posted of him as the coronavirus?
As the coronavirus?
Have you guys seen that?
Yeah, I remember that.
It was a good.
It's so
it was a fun
fucking
video.
funny. Can we play it on here and not get in trouble?
I'm sure, right, Tim?
Yeah, I mean, you're allowed. I will allow it.
Thanks, man.
I will allow it. How great would it be if I went back, I called my producer, I'm like, yo, file, move against them right now. Get a strike.
Yeah, you can play it and it just fucks us over. Yeah, my brother texts me. That's how I felt. My brother texts me and goes, it's rare. And he's a hater. He goes, it's rare I laugh out loud. He goes, watch this.
Well, yeah. You know what's interesting is we didn't even know what the video was going to be. And all I wanted to say was a line at the end where I wanted to say, I wish I was AIDS. And so I just had that costume made for $1,000 because I was like, whatever. So I'm out of work. But
who made it?
It's a really good costume designer who's done a lot of shit for like Netflix. He's good. He did the Epstein Temple.
Oh, sick.
He did a lot of those costumes. So he just made it. And then and me and my producer were just fucking around. We had no idea. And I ad-lib all this shit and then he edits it together.
Play this. But it's only a minute 40, Jen.
I'm so fucking depressed.
Wait, let me put full screen.
I'm so fucking depressed. I fucking hate my life. My dad thinks I'm a piece of shit. I've never accomplished anything because he's the fucking CEO of Microsoft and I'm a dumb germ. I can't go out. Yeah, I want friends. I want to be friends with people.
Were people freaking out?
You know how hard
they were pointing.
Even your cousin is SARS. Yeah, my cousin's SARS. I'd love to meet this old bitch. My dad is Bill Gates. My mother's a bat. You think your family's fucked up? I wake up every day and there's another fucking news story that's not true. Hi, Corona. 6 feet.
Hi, Corona.
I'm trying to help these people. They're fucking stupid. People are saying I live in farts. What kind of fucked up shit is that? Did I live in someone's asshole? Candace Owens doesn't even believe I'm real. Let me catch that bitch. Let me catch that bitch in a Whole Foods. I'll go right up her nose. You will not be able to transmit me to humans, but I have infected. My dad's always like, yeah, we're gonna give you to every single person. That's what my dad wants to do. He wants to put a little bit of me in a needle and give it to 8 million people. What do you think that does to my sense of self? I'm fucking real deal. You don't even know how I'm gonna affect you. Nobody knows. I might like your body, I might not. I go into somebody's bodies, I'm like, get me the fuck out of here. Has anyone ever asked me what the fuck I wanna do with my life? I wanna be something. I wanna have a lifestyle brand. I wanna have a clothing line, maybe. Nobody asks me to be in a fucking TikTok. Nobody wants to, be in a TikTok with COVID-19. No one wants that. So I'm just fucking alone all the time. I wish I was AIDS. I want to be AIDS! Do you hear me? I want to be AIDS! Candace Owens, to her credit, retweeted it and was like, this is fucking hilarious.
She did.
Good for her. She could take a joke.
Yeah, it was great.
Good for Candace Owens.
That was so funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
You did all that yourself, or you?
I just ad-lib it. My editor just follows me around with a camera.
It's all talent.
And I just say crazy shit. And he's really is. I mean, that's what we did with Meghan McCain. Every video I've ever done, it's like I just sit down and I just start ranting. He puts the camera on me, and then he just chops it up really good. And then I'll make a suggestion here and there, but he's really good at going like, this is the sequence of it. This is how it should work. Yeah.
And how you guys shot that for how many hours? Were you outside for a while?
An hour and a half. But you know what it was? We had an hour of footage that he got down to a minute 30.
Fuck.
Like there's a lot of footage. And there's a lot of fucking footage of just me walking by things. Like, is it funny to walk by a certain thing?
Like B-roll and shit?
Yeah, all of that stuff. And then we've got them down to a science now where we make it very quickly.
Was anyone upset?
No, everyone's over this.
Shit.
Everyone's
thought it was funny.
Well, I sent you that one
Yeah.
dude yesterday who was freaking out, went to Venice.
Yeah,
He was like, look at
guys.
this. This is disgusting.
Ah.
I paid $20 for parking. I got back in my car. He's like, Governor Newsom, you guys should do something about this. Like,
First of
dude,
all,
shut the
Venice
fuck up.
Boardwalk was disgusting before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like it was a problem before.
Dude,
it was much worse before the pandemic.
Yeah, there's bum shit everywhere.
Everywhere.
Every day. Monday
Everywhere.
through Sunday.
People nodding off, doing heroin. Like, the other thing is like, dude, this whole thing about people partying in the Ozarks, it's like, why does everyone a rat now? Everyone's a rat and everybody's like an informant.
Because they have nothing to do.
Yeah, I hate that.
It's so strange.
Sucks, dude. I'm not in Ozark. Like, I'm not in Party Cove in Ozarks. That's not, I wouldn't have been there probably before.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't
Let
give
them
a fuck.
do it. And all the people that are mad at them, they're like, oh, they're going to die. It's like, well, you hate those people. I think you don't care about the people in the Ozarks.
Yeah, look at Florida.
Like my Aunt Donna called me. She's like, these red state people are going to die. They're so stupid. I'm like, well, you hate them anyway,
Yeah,
right?
so let
She's
them-
from New York.
Let
It's
them
like,
roll
what
the dice, man.
Yeah. Let them have fun. Party Cove in the Ozarks, baby. It's fun. They want to get together.
It's what they want to do, man.
Yeah, I would love if they like did a camera close up on a dude there and they asked him a question like, "Hey, why are you out?" And he had like a brilliant scientific answer.
And you're like,
You
oh, that works.
Like something really smart. You know, he's like, "Listen, if you look at the mortality rate over a period of time, you know, you just and you're like, what?"
But he has a corona.
Yeah,
in his
he's got a
hand.
corona. Your mind's blown.
Yeah, he's like, thank you. Have a good day.
You know, he's like, thanks so much.
He makes all the sense.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You're like, this guy's fucking great.
Everyone's like, yeah, let's get out there.
He's smart. But that's the thing. I think people just gonna have to stop ratting other people out.
It's weird to me is like there's two sides. Like I can't talk to my dad, my boy Todd Feldman. Me and him were texting back and forth about Corona, and he was like, "Call me." I'm like, "Not gonna call you, dude, because we're gonna end up fighting, and then I'm not gonna talk. I'm putting you on ice for 2 weeks."
Yeah.
like it's very like
Well, it's easy
It's
to
like sides.
Listen,
right now.
people are gonna die. It sucks. Nobody likes it. Nobody's happy about it. We all live with a certain amount of risk that we take every day. Every time you get in a car, you get on a 405, there's a risk.
Yes.
Every time you walk out of your house, it's a risk. We're incapable of keeping an economy shut down forever, and the risks of doing that to people are much greater, I think, than the virus.
Yes. I've lost some friends over my stance on Corona, like Rob McElhaney, who's
Well, you went hard Corona truther. You're like, it's not real.
no, I think it's
Candace
real.
Owen, you're like, fuck this. You went hardcore.
No, I definitely
you were
think
like
it's real.
spitting on nurses. You went out of control. You were attacking people.
Licking people's faces.
Yeah.
Rob McElhaney goes, watch the fight companion. Couldn't disagree more with you about everything you said on coronavirus.
Ah, yeah.
You're an idiot, but still love you. Like, that's how it should be.
And that's fine. Yeah.
Yes.
I said it was real. I said it was legit real. But then it's like, you know, you start looking at it and going, what's the plan here? What are we going to do?
what's
Are we
the plan?
never going to leave our homes?
And then Fauci's like, dude, shutting down was a terrible idea.
Yeah, I mean, that guy, I said
like
never trust. Like, he's
Hey.
just short and weird looking. And
I don't trust him.
I don't trust him. He's just too, you don't want a doctor to look like that.
When Brian and I are going on the road this week, I think we're the first, like,
You're going
I mean, some people are doing like, you know, like the Zoom stand-up,
25%
like the
capacity. Or what are you doing? 50% capacity?
Houston's 50. I think by the time we get there, they'll be almost at 75 to 100.
And when are you getting?
They're like slowly trickling more and more tickets.
You're
and
at
they're
the
saying-
end of July.
No, we're there
June.
Thursday.
Oh. Oh, wow.
All the shows sold out, and then they just keep adding the capacity. You're going,
Yeah, Texas, man, they're gonna do it. They're gonna figure
well,
it
they're
out.
doing it.
They're gonna
Rogan
do
sent a
it.
picture of him and his family at a straight restaurant. I was like, oh, dude, you're living 2040. What's it like?
Wow. He's inside.
He's inside, waitress, full, you know, just normal shit, dude.
Wow. Newport Beach opened up.
Oh, really?
Orange County, I think, opened up the restaurant.
I think this weekend.
Huntington.
I may
Beach.
drive down there later today.
Oh, I'd
just
drive down there.
Check it out. I just want to see what it's about.
I was
I'm
there yesterday. It was packed.
You were
Really?
there, Kat?
I was there. It was.
Did you go
packed.
in a restaurant?
No, I was walking around. I had already ate, but I wanted to sit down just for the sake of being in a restaurant.
Get a
so
drink?
badly. I should have.
Was it packed?
It was packed.
And no mask?
no mask.
Were people
there
complaining?
Were a handful of people with masks.
I'd like
but
to
for the
sit
most part,
outside. I don't know if I'm ready to go inside. I want to sit outside.
I'm a little nervous about I talk all this shit about Corona, but I'm
Yeah.
a little, I don't know, I'm a little uncomfortable. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, Texas, they have the thing where they go, the only vaccine we need is Jesus. That makes me think they're not super scientific in their approach.
I also believe as much in
I also don't
Jesus
want a
as I do
vaccine, though.
COVID.
I really don't want like a vaccine. If this is disappearing and less people are getting it,
Which they are.
do I want to inject myself with this virus? I don't really want to do that, to be honest with you.
Well, did you inject yourself with the SARS virus?
No, I've never gotten a flu shot.
H1N1?
I've never gotten a flu shot in my life, and I've never gotten the flu.
You seem healthy.
And I mean, well, we'll see. But my blood is fine. Like my doctor always tells me, he's like, everything about you's fine. He's like, I don't want to tell you that because you're going to keep doing whatever you're doing.
You have 104 temps.
But he's like, your blood sugar's fine. Your cholesterol. He's like, it's all fine. So sometimes Irish guys are just meant to just be
Buckle
this
down, dude,
until they're
and
90.
thrive.
Just is what it is.
Have you even
And
thought
at
of
6, if I was black, I would die at 40. It's sad, but that's like the different. It's a sad thing,
It's
but
reality.
it's just different. The reality, it's just like that's
facts?
shitty.
Those are just numbers.
Those are fucking.
We're number guys.
I'm a number person.
I'm a number guy.
I'm a number guy.
Are you? When are you gonna start going back out on the road? I have so many comics. Schultz, Chris,
Yeah.
everyone just like, dude, report ASAP what's like on the road, man.
Well,
They're,
I
like,
want to hear from
waiting
you.
to see how it
I want to
goes.
hear from you.
Yeah.
And I've always thought about like, do I drive to Phoenix, Arizona, and do a spot? Do I just put on like, hey, I'm gonna be at whatever it is, Stand Up Live, House of Com, wherever, and just go, hey, I'm gonna be there tomorrow night. It's 75 people max. Do I just do a one-nighter for fun?
I got
Sell
an
it
idea.
out.
I got an idea.
Do
Well,
a
you
fun
could
nighter and
easily-
just drive there, not have to, make a.
Fly and all that. Well, what you should do the shows with Brian and I at Stand Up Live, June 11th through the 13th.
I'll do that.
You do it?
I'll do that.
Really?
I will absolutely
You're
do
in.
that. If you want
Fuck
me to
yeah.
do it, I'll do it. I'll open it. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, I'm on Salt Lake City in August 5th through the 7th. I don't see why I wouldn't do those.
No, why wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
But also, you don't want your first time being on stage, you doing a full hour.
No.
Trying to work out.
Well, that's what I mean. That's why I was like, maybe I'll drive to Phoenix. I'm very close to just driving to Phoenix and saying, hey, I'm going to be at this club tomorrow night, selling the 75 tickets and doing a show. Just to get back, because the last time I did comedy was late, maybe March 1st in the original room.
January, March. I did March. Last time I did comedy, yeah, it would be
March
I
2nd,
think
3rd,
the
around
main
there.
room in March, yeah.
Yeah, early March. So
It's gonna be
I want to get back in the game.
100% come with us in June
Yeah.
11th, 13th. Do that.
Yeah, and
It'll be
that's such
fun.
an easy.
You could also do the smaller shows too on your own out there. Too.
Have you flown since?
No, Thursday's the first day I'm going to fly.
Interesting, because I'm curious about
nervous
that.
about it.
Some people say it's great because there's no one there. Some people say they're packed. They're sitting next to someone they don't like it. So it really depends on how you.
I also heard certain airlines they won't let you on the plane without a mask.
You have
and
to
then
have
once
a
you're
mask.
in the air, they're like, do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, dude. Here's one good thing about planes: the air in the cabin is recirculated out every like 4 to 6 seconds.
I thought it stayed in.
No,
Are you sure?
You can look that up, but it's actually safer to be in a plane than to be in a room like this.
Did you see that model? I forget who put it out, probably the Democrats, where someone sneezes and it shows all the particles of the sneeze going through the plane.
Yeah, see, on all modern aircraft, passengers and crew breathe a mixture of fresh and recirculated air. Using this combination rather than fresh air only makes it easier to regulate temperature and help maintain a bit of humidity. Yeah, but I think they just.
Oh, scroll down. I can see it there. Go. It says, how often is it air circulating in a plane?
15
15
times
times an hour.
So
So you're about right.
I think I'm right. See, this is. I don't know if they proved me right or wrong with that.
Let's look at this one.
I think you're right because it's 50,
Because I've heard that from people that are
do
smart.
15, do 15 divided by 60.
I've heard that from people that are smart. They're like sitting in a plane because the air keeps pumping,
I thought it just stayed in there because I know people
I
that
don't
farted
think
in a
so.
plane. I'm like, well,
0.25.
so 0.25. So every 2.5 minutes means they're circulating the air.
I mean, that's much better than a room, right?
Way better.
Yeah.
Or an elevator.
And they're also saying it now doesn't live on surfaces the way they thought. So I think that flying is actually not that big of a deal. I think that still the biggest problem is public transportation.
Like
Subways, buses.
New York
things like
subway is
that.
going to be a problem.
Nightmare.
But I also read, again, this is part of the problem with this virus. They also said you have to be in contact with someone between 15 to 30 minutes to contract the virus now. So they have to be,
I don't know.
have it.
Yeah.
You have to be around them for 30 minutes.
Well, I don't know if that's true, but let's say that is true. On a train, that's easy.
Super easy.
Super easy to be on a train for somebody for
On an
20 minutes,
airplane,
30
that's
minutes. Super easy on an airplane. Any travel situation that's not a car, that's pretty easy.
True.
You know? But I'm unsure if that's the case because if I spit and I have the virus and it lands on your face and you breathe in, is it really going to take 20 minutes? I don't know.
I don't know.
You know?
It's a risk I'm willing to take, though.
We all have to
get back to normalcy.
We all have to take the risks.
People are doing
How
it.
are you explaining this to your son? Does he ask or is he too young?
No, he asked.
Yeah.
He's like, Papa, why can't I see my friends? Why can't I go to school? I go, the sickness. And he
Oh,
goes-
that's good.
And then
you talk to him like a horror movie. It's the sickness.
the sickness.
We call it the nothing, son. The nothing is eating our way of life.
You remember-
One day we will be warriors and fight it in Houston.
Houston.
We will fight it at 50% capacity.
He gets Rick and Morty references, so he
Yeah.
gets it. But I tell him it's the sickness. That's why he can't see his friends. And then he'll go, Papa, his favorite place on earth is Disneyland. He goes, let's go to Disney. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
The sickness. Mickey's sick.
Oh, okay.
Mickey's sick.
Interesting.
It's a
So
bummer.
now make him fearful for his childhood.
Yeah, but
items.
he'll get better.
Yeah.
I go, he'll get
Mickey's-
better.
Mickey will get better. He's sick right
Mickey
now.
has AIDS.
Son,
Mickey has AIDS in the early 90s.
Mickey's
and
in
I
real
think he'll
trouble.
be okay.
I wonder if Disney World's going to get back to being Disney.
Disney World's supposed to open in June, they say. Because Universal Studios is open and Disney World, the complex, is going to hold the NBA playoffs and finals.
NFL happens, right?
The NFL is 100% happening. The only up in the air thing there is if they're going to the attendance. They know they're going to have fans. They don't think it's going to be the full amount, but they're going to have fans.
Okay.
But the NFL's the lifeline to
Huge.
America. It makes the
and
world
the
run,
owners
dude.
of those teams, that's like Illuminati money, those guys.
All rich white guys except for Jacksonville.
If those guys can't get their thing open, everyone's shot.
But it's open.
But it's going to be open.
They
Yeah.
didn't through this whole thing. That's what's so great about the NFL. They didn't even hesitate. They
Right.
released the schedule like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Well, you haven't changed anything." Like, yeah, we're playing, dude.
Well, I got worried that they were saying they were barring for a minute. They were barring anyone that had COVID-19 tested positive from the military. So I'm like, wait a minute, what do they know? that
Yeah,
we don't
I know.
know. They just reversed that policy.
Yeah.
So they're letting people in. So I feel better about it. The mortality rate I think is much lower than we know. Doesn't mean it's not a tragedy, and it doesn't mean people can't get really sick.
100%.
And I think the
100,000
strain
people died.
I think the strain in New York is rough because it's coming from Italy, and the one that we have is from China, and ours is milder.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think New York's so fucked up because Cuomo, is it Cuomo?
Cuomo.
Cuomo out there was like, "Hey, old people, unless you're showing symptoms, even though you tested positive, I'm gonna put you back in the old folks' home. So those who are over 80,
That was a big
that are most
mistake.
at risk,
Big
go
mistake.
back there." So all the bodies built up there.
Yeah, that
because
was,
he didn't want to overload the hospital.
Yeah, that was like a genocide. Big mistake.
100%. So
Yeah.
he basically gassed them
Right.
and was
Yes.
like, we gotta leave the hospitals open.
But
for
I
the
also
young."
think there are people, and it's that are younger.
he didn't know though.
That are right. There are people that are younger that are getting super sick in New York, and you're like, and they're getting sick here, but they're getting really sick in New York, and you're like, I guess maybe it's viral load, like how much of the virus you get. Like if you're on that subway with somebody for an hour,
If your immune
you can
system's
be in
down.
deep trouble.
Like Michael Yo was talking about how he didn't sleep for like 2 days.
Yeah.
And flew and then drove and then he got it.
What's scary about
He's
that is a
fine.
lot of us when we were living on the road. You know, we do push ourselves. Like you are flying a lot. You are.
I was talking
So we
before
all
you
got
came
to
in-
just take care of it. I'm taking 5,000 IUs of vitamin D every day.
Oh, nice. And your temp's still
Because-
104?
Yeah, my temp's 104.
Mr. 104. That's your new nickname.
Mr. 104. Rhonda Patrick was on Rogan saying that. Is it Rhonda Patrick?
She's so hot, yeah.
I was going to say Ronda Rousey. But it's Rhonda Patrick who was saying vitamin D might be one of the reasons people
sun.
get really sick.
Oh, no, I thought they were saying, well, I know they think
Yeah.
the sun kills it because if you look at
Right, like
the southeast.
If you're deficient in vitamin D, which Michael Yo was, and a lot of minorities are because the melanin in their
He's also
skin
Asian, too.
stops the synthesis of vitamin D.
He's checking all boxes.
100%.
Black, Asian.
No, I'm with you. He deserves it. But I get where you're going. I'm right with you. But that's why I'm taking the vitamin D. But who knows? I mean, who knows, man? It's one of those things where you're just rolling the dice. But everything in
Are
life,
we, though?
I don't know.
The dice are in our favor, though. If
I mean,
we're rolling the
perhaps-
dice, we're cheating in our favor.
I mean, perhaps you never really know. I mean, that's the thing. But
Watch I get in Houston and die.
I'm only spending time now around wealthy millionaires. I mean, this is the reality.
Smart.
I'm only spending time around wealthy millionaires because they are not going to get sick.
No. And if they do, they'll figure it out.
And that's a lot of people say that's superficial or wrong of me, but I don't believe so. It's for my health. It's for my
just for your
health.
health.
I'm only spending time around people that have compounds, estates.
Do you talk to your family back in New York?
No, they're done. I kind of explained that to them. I said, hi, guys. You're in a disease-ridden hellscape. I'm not. It's time to just shut this down and hope, I don't think I'll ever see them again. No, I don't know the next time I'm going to be in New York. I don't know if I'll ever see them again. Even if there's a vaccine, even if it's 5 years from now, no one has coronavirus. I want to honor the work that's done by the heroes. And probably just avoid. No, I'm just avoid. I talked to them. I call them on the phone, but I don't know when I'm going to see him, dude.
No.
Dude, they did a Zoom call for Easter. I'm like, no, thanks.
No, fuck.
It's just 20 people on.
It's
I'm like,
the worst.
dude, it's just not. It's like my grandmother being like, what's going on? I'm like, stop it. They did a Zoom Mother's Day call. It's like, what are we doing, dude?
I'm out, man.
I'm out.
So what have you been doing? Would you binge watch shows? What do you do?
I podcast a lot. So I'm doing the 2 podcasts a week, and then we do.
Have you always done 2, or I thought it was just 1?
Always done 2. I mean, I do 1 and then 1 for the Patreon members.
Gotcha.
So, and that's grown dramatically. And so we're doing that twice a week. We're making the videos, whenever we see a funny video, I'm writing stuff. I'm trying to stay focused. I'm taking long walks, trying to prepare my head for what do I want to do creatively when this is up?
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I was talking with Rogan about this before you came in here. The one thing the quarantine has done is it's made me realize I work too much, man.
We all do.
I'm on the road way too much.
We all do. And we got to go on the road more strategically. Yeah, that's what
because I'm doing 3 weekends in a row, so that's 4 days. So gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays. I come back, but it's really not a day, and then I'm home Monday, Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm doing the store at night.
And Rogan
I'm too much, man.
Travels like that too. Every one of us should start thinking about being more strategic about
Agree.
it. Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing.
So one thing I learned from this.
Yeah.
I called Justin, my agent at CA, who hopefully you go over to.
Yeah.
I was talking to him, and I was like, dude, I can't do those 3-4 weekends every month now.
Yeah.
I just can't.
It's hard. You got to figure out ways to maximize when you're out there on the road. But I mean, I just walk around. I just walk around Beverly Hills. I live on the edge of Beverly Hills. So I just walk around and just mosey around $30 million estates. I just kind of walk around and.
You look like a robber.
I live in a nice area. No, I don't look like a robber. I just look like a guy who's lost, and everyone's fine.
The Uber dropped
I look like a guy. I literally look like a guy who inherited money.
Yes.
And they're
trying to come up with the next scheme.
Yeah, they're
maybe it's a clothing brand.
They're like this scumbag inherited money from his parents, and he's just walking around Beverly Hills. But I love walking around and just trying to figure out what am I how am I going to do this all when we're back up and running?
Yeah, there's some things that are going to suck, like the traffic when it comes back. It's been so nice getting everyone.
Dude, and it's starting to come back.
Yeah. It's starting to come back. I hit traffic the other day. I was like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
And I thought, you asked for this, dude. Talking all that shit. You've asked for this.
Yeah.
You want the economy open back up? You asked for it.
Traffic comes back. And then you guys, I'm also thinking about, eventually I want to buy a house where I live. I'm never going to be able to afford anything when, Beverly Hills or any of that. So, I'm going out to, the desert.
What do you mean?
I'm out and, I'm driving around, Agora Hills.
It's nice out there.
It's nice. It's nice.
Bell Canyon.
All those areas.
What are we thinking?
I'm driving around there and I'm looking at houses for $2 million, and I'm not now and not soon, but I'm eventually that will be a reality. But in my neighborhood, I walk by a house that's $20 million. I'm yeah, that's not.
Beverly Hills is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It's nice, but it's ridiculous.
I still don't know anyone that really lives over there.
I know, but they don't want to know you. We're animals to them. The most successful comedians are pigs to them. I tell Whitney that. I'm we're monsters. These guys made their money in Kazakhstan with oil. They're
what? Here, dude.
These guys are wait a minute. So in the Bill Canyon, the woman speak at the table? The woman sit at the table? No. This is Beverly Hills. Thank you. Beverly Hills. My woman is in back house right now. When I need one of wives, I go back there. I will sire her, make child, and then. But she knows they speak. In Calabasas, they put the women on the TV. It's no.
No.
So it's old school there. I kind of like a little old school.
I like old school.
A little old school is nice. But yeah, dude, I could get really into some weird desert thing.
Would you be
lit up pool? I could get real trashy.
Me too. Would you be down to leave California?
Yes.
There's a big movement
not soon, but I would be very down for Texas.
I'm open to it.
I love Texas. I like Texas a lot. I love outside of Dallas. I like Dallas a lot.
What about Austin?
I like Austin.
I like San Antonio.
I like them all.
Yeah, I think we like all the states.
I like Texas a lot.
I want to live in Houston.
I don't like Houston.
It's not that I don't.
They're too fat. It's uncomfortable. And I'm a big guy. I'm a fat guy. But Houston is the kind of fat where it's like...
It's uncontrollable. It's Disneyland fat.
I get worried. It's people that look like they're going to explode.
Yes.
It's
and they're wearing masks. It's like...
It's a problem.
It's a problem.
Me and Bert Kreischer, I was opening for him, and we sat down in a restaurant in Houston, and we were just looking around like, well, we're great. We should just start rewarding ourselves for clean living. Yeah. But Houston's big. But yeah, Austin's great. Dallas is great. Here's the one thing. I like Cali too, though. I love California. One thing, I love the ocean. I love the beach. Like, that's great. The one thing about California, though, is you got a beast of a state tax, right? And Texas, you don't.
Exactly. Think of the money we'd save.
Yeah. Florida and Texas.
And if we all went down there, we got a whole squad down there.
Yeah, you got to get a bunch of people to do it. Yeah.
Who would be in?
I don't know.
D'Elia's not going.
D'Elia's not going to go. Rogan will go. You'll go.
Rogan go.
Callan will go.
Callan will go. Theo will go.
Theo would go. Yeah, maybe Joey Diaz would go.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either.
What about the New York guys?
None of them.
They're not going.
They won't even leave New York.
I know.
They won't leave New York in a pay. This is how crazy.
I keep trying to talk Chris Stefano into coming down here.
Yeah, I do it every day.
Really?
I tell him all the time. I'm like, what are you doing? Dude, what are you doing? I'll tell you this. New York people are so crazy right now. They're shaming people who left during the pandemic. I'm like, what? They're guilting people that left to be safe.
Like, you should have fought this. Like you
got to fight it out. We'll remember who stayed and who didn't. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
That's so New York.
People want to live. Get out of that weird masochistic relationship you have with that city. Where it's just like, we'll remember who stayed here and died.
Oh, will you?
We'll remember who went on a ventilator. It's like, great. Some people want to get out. They have kids. They don't want to fucking be in a rat tunnel of disease.
Dude, have you seen how many? Look this up.
I love New York, but enough's enough.
enough.
I mean, I've suggested this, and this is not a joke, and it's not, and I don't want anyone to get mad about it. But I've said, because the disease outbreak is so bad, and I love New York.
Leave the buildings.
Is there a way to gas the people and leave the buildings? Because the architecture is so gorgeous, but could we gas the people in their homes? This is my question, and I'm not
being shitty about it.
I'm not being a dick about it. I just think something needs to be done.
Yeah. Yeah. Look how many people are moving from California to Texas right now. It's insane.
It's a lot, right?
And Texas is like, hey,
Colorado's cool, but
leave
it's just
your
too
liberal
much.
shit. And yeah, that's where I'm from. Colorado's too much.
It's too much.
A ton of people are moving to Colorado too.
Yeah, dude.
I could never move back
Denver at its height was got like 30,000 a month coming in. Will you miss the beach though with the ocean? I kind of like the ocean.
I'm not there. I'll
go in
drive by the ocean, but
I'll go in like once a week. I'll just pop down to Hermosa Beach, go in. I like the idea that I can do that, but it is what it is.
I like that there's mountains, ocean, like you can get to everything. Then there's the entertainment business.
Yeah.
But I'm not in like movies and TV, so I could kind of relocate anyway.
Yeah, but you know what? I do feel that will change when I think that's already starting to change. Like, not immediately, but I think more opportunities are going to open up for people that are big in this realm.
In the podcast space?
Yeah, man. Dude, if we all did a movie, do you know how many people would watch it?
But it should be under our umbrella. Yeah. It should be under our control, though. We shouldn't license to NBC or fucking
but why not?
HBO
why not sell
Plus.
it to Netflix for real money?
Netflix, you could.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the way I think about it, I'm like, if we all made a movie and then sold it to Netflix, why not? Why not?
100%.
You know?
That's
what I think. I'm like, why not? Because I get bored. Listen, I love podcasting, but I also want to do other shit. So I make those videos. It's like, I want to do other stuff. I get a little bored.
Yeah, you're great at. You'll have your own show soon. Just depend on the network. But also, if you think about our group of guys, if we were a network,
be huge.
What that's worth.
Be huge.
It's like trying to unionize fucking UFC fighters. Though.
Yeah,
it's like everyone's like, but I'm getting paid.
I called Spotify the day after Rogan signed, and I said I would like $85 million. And they were weird about it, but I said, listen to me, you fucking asshole. I also called Joe, and I said, to be honest with you, Joe, I've been on the show about 3 times. I think I deserve a little money here, and I will have lawyers.
That's what me and
work it
Brian
out."
did.
Yeah, I texted.
Me and Brian sent him a
I
video.
texted Joe. I said, "I'll have lawyers." reach out."
I think I was on his podcast more than anybody last
Yeah.
year, 9 times.
Yeah.
And Brian goes, at the very least, you could buy us houses in Texas.
Yeah.
The deal you signed.
Yeah, it's a good
And I
point.
said, we could use a boat, Joe. It's the least you can do.
By the way, how
Brian
many-
goes, I haven't
yeah.
seen a dime from the fight company.
How many delusional psychopaths now think Spotify's giving them money? How great is that? How many mentally ill podcasters are calling Spotify, calling their agent, being like, "Hey, is there any money over there?" Like,
How about Spotify? Just like, oh my God, we fucked up, dude. We're getting emails and calls nonstop, people demanding millions of dollars.
I just wanted 85 mil. I said, "Listen,
That's a fair deal.
just
Bro.
by the way, Spotify, buy me for 2 mil, 1 mil."
They're worth $5 billion now.
Yeah, just take
They
care.
underpaid our boy Rogan when you think about it.
Take care of the people who you need to take care of. That's all.
Would you go there?
Where?
Does
Yes.
Spotify? Does YouTube
Probably.
censor you?
YouTube has screwed me up, which is
too.
why if you are watching this, please subscribe Tim Dillon Show on YouTube, only because we were getting 100,000 plus views on a lot of our stuff. Then and on the
Algorithm?
on whatever happened, you know, my producer put knife fight in a title, knife fight in Malibu, and I guess maybe they're censoring it because they think it's an actual knife fight. It's an expression I used that a realtor said to me, which I thought was hilarious.
What'd the
I was
realtor
talking
say?
I was talking about renting a place in Malibu, just seeing how much it would cost. And you know, one of these like grizzled old like Malibu realtors gets on the phone. She's like, "Listen," she goes, first of all, she has no idea who I am. She's like, "Listen, Tim, let me tell you how it is. It's a real knife fight out here. This market's a knife fight." She's like, "People are they're just swapping. She goes, "They're grabbing properties left and right." She goes, "I don't care about coronavirus. I don't care what the government's saying. It's a real knife fight in here." And I'm picturing a woman who is not felt, like she's not felt, like her husband's fucking her assistant. She's just gritting her teeth. She's driving around in like a white Porsche going, "It's a knife fight," smoking a cigarette.
Smoke.
Yeah, just totally
It's a knife fight.
just breaking in a house, like it's, you know what I mean, and just closing deals. That's the only
Brian
thing.
hasn't closed a deal in years.
Yeah, it's the only thing.
A knife fight.
Yeah, but or she just closes deals. That's the only way she can feel. But like, I just thought it was funny. So I don't know what they're doing, but it's like it's dropped off significantly recently. And I mean, even if you look, it was like 99, 100, 117. Now it's like, I mean, this just came out a couple of days ago and it's 50, but like they do
Should
screw
be
with
at
us.
way more than 50.
Dude, they're screwing with us.
Well, what happens
And
is
I don't know
if you
what-
see a lower view count, a lot of times they take you out of the algorithm. So let's
Right.
say you watch a Joe Rogan podcast or
Like some of these things have
Or-
like 250,000.
Yes,
Some of them have
yeah, there you go,
24.
300,000.
It's like I have no idea what's going on ever.
well, what happens is something you did in there, maybe cussing or some reference.
Yeah, maybe
they
it's
don't like it, so
profanity,
they
yeah.
take you out of the algorithm.
And then you can get back in.
It's tough to get back in, but once they take you out, it's tough to get back.
I know. So I'm just saying, listen, raw subscribers, watch the thing. It is what it is. Like, I don't know what to tell people. But we also started this a year ago. Like, we're late to the game on this. Like, we started YouTube a year ago. We started a Patreon a year ago, and the Patreon is massive.
Describe Patreon.
Patreon is
What
just
is a
you
Patreon?
pay for an extra episode a week. So you get an extra episode of the podcast every single week for free.
And where do you get it at?
And at patreon.com. And
So
we're
that's not YouTube?
No. So Patreon is a subscription service that a lot of podcasters put extra content on. So if you go to patreon.com, the Tim Dillon Show, you see how it works. You have a
Go to
certain amount of
information.
people.
And there's no regulation or there's
No, you can say whatever you want. You're not censored.
You have
Nobody
ads?
cares. You can put ads on it if you want. I don't. But you don't have ads. And then, so it's just $5 or $20 a
wow.
month. And it's bringing in, you know, we've got 52.84 and it brings in $30,000 a month right now, just on an extra episode, because it's a great deal. It's $5 and then you get 4 extra episodes that are uncensored and
never heard
not in or out of an algorithm.
Now, why don't we all just move there and do that?
But a lot of it,
YouTube.
well, you guys are making more money with ads. I'm making decent money with ads too, but it's like Patreon's a great way, and a lot of big podcasts are on there. It's a great way to like not worry
Who's
about
on there?
algorithm. Well, these massive podcasts,
Like?
Come Town, which is massive. Chapo Trap House makes $131,000 a month. You know, some of these Red Scare. These are big shows.
Are they comedy shows?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
wow,
comedy
I'm not
shows.
familiar
yeah.
with the space.
But they're not. They're New York based. A lot of them are political. There's a lot of political shows on there too. But they're huge shows, and they have.
That's so
You know,
cool.
Come Town's got thousands and thousands of people.
So cool. Go to Come Town. Tiger Belly's on there?
Yeah, Tiger Belly threw some stuff on there.
Interesting.
Come Town, is it CUM or
CUMTOWN.
But of course it's you.
And dude, look at how good they're doing. These are 3 friends of mine that are hilarious.
That
They're
one.
from New
Are they
York.
comics?
Yeah, dude. The Come Boys, sorry. It's their show's called Come Down. And, $54,000 a month. Ooh. And again, it's all funded by people that want to listen. Like, it's not, it's not like ads and then you're not worried about being in or out of it. Now, I'm not doing a commercial for Patreon, but like, it's a great way if you're putting out stuff to earn money.
Yeah, scroll. So premium episodes, access to all of our premium episodes 1 week, plus access to live shows and possibly video content. Then the Nazi pricing.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
Nazi pricing.
Yeah.
Nazi pricing, $15 per month.
Yeah, if you're
Same deal as the $5 amount, but please pay this amount if you're one of the Nazis that listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
So we can feel okay about it and say that we're doing all right. All right. $25 a month, same as $5 a month, but the remainder is donated to the Roy Bell Fund in memory of Roy Bell, who died of small dickitis. RP. Okay.
So it's like, this is what a lot of podcasts are doing.
So basically $5 a month.
Yeah, $5 a month.
And it's ad free.
$5 a month, you get 4 episodes from me a month that are ad free. And if you give $20 a month, you get 5.
I would
do one
pay
extra.
that.
Yeah, it's not a bad deal. It's like the best deal. You know? It's the reality.
My gears are moving, dude.
But, it's good to have ads. I have ads. My ad guy's great,
You have ads on the Patreon?
No, on my podcast ads are really funny.
If they pay $5 or whatever the fuck they pay,
4 hours of ad-free shit.
It should be ad-free. If someone's paying for it, there should not be ads.
I agree, but sometimes my ads are funny. Like, I have people that get mad at me on the Patreon because I don't do ads. Because they go, your ads are funny. Like, my ads are funny.
I'm sure
I do ridiculously funny
ads. I would be pissed if I paid.
And so, cause sometimes the companies get mad, but sometimes they like it. Like, sometimes they get it.
Oh, no,
I sell a lot of shit. Like, we sell a lot of Magic Spoon cereal.
I hear you.
But it's like, I also go crazy.
Yeah, and they're cool. Most of them are cool with it.
Most of them are cool and they get it. But some companies get mad.
A few where we
Monday.com got mad. Did they advertise here?
Did?
Monday.com.
No.
Because at the end of the ad, I go, I still don't know what this is. Monday.com's like, if you have a company from 5 to 1,000 people, but don't know how to send emails, we will organize. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of 1,000-person companies that can't figure out how to get everyone in a meeting.
Dude.
What?
We did a read.
Who's that for?
Me and Brian did a read for Toyota. And they launched a podcast. Did we release this as a cartoon?
No.
Animation?
We were gonna, but it never happened.
We were doing this ad, and I'm like, hold on, Toyota has a podcast coming out?
That's crazy.
And it's on their cars. It's like, haven't you always just been clamoring for how the Camry came about? Dude,
no.
Me and Brian, we could not get through the read. We were laughing so hard, but we released that. I don't think they ever paid us or came back again, but it was so fucking funny.
I have it too if you want to hear it.
You have it?
Yeah.
You
want
have
to
it right
hear
here?
the beginning? Yeah.
Play it.
Of you guys,
Yeah, please.
All right.
Play it.
Just
I
a
can't
little
believe
bit
you
of
still
it?
have this, Chin.
Of course,
This was
dude.
years ago. Years ago.
And this was you advertising a podcast?
Of Toyota. This is a read.
A Toyota podcast, yeah.
Toyota. Who the fuck's gonna listen to that?
Hey, B. Yeah. You ever just sit around while you're scrolling through some of your podcasts and go, you know what, man? Toyota just isn't a car company. They're
I
not.
say that all the time. I go, what else they are, though, you know?
You know what they are? They're a new podcast called Toyota Untold.
Dude.
We didn't know what it was till we started reading.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
It's the worst pocket of all time. Hey,
Fuck, how dare you try to get on my brain? Fuck you.
I mean, it's crazy.
Why listen to this
Crazy.
podcast?
That's crazy.
Oh my god! I don't know if I can do this.
I can't. Oh man, pay me, baby. Hey Brian, it's gonna be tough to get through.
Oh, that's so funny.
Let's do this. Hey, who gives a fuck if we fuck it up? You ready?
right.
You ready? Hey B. Fuck. All right, you ready?
Yeah. What's up, buddy?
Damn, bro. You know what, man?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Keep going, or
It's hard to do.
Dude.
But so you got to do it sometimes.
A
Yeah.
Toyota podcast? I
Yeah.
mean, what were they thinking? And which one of our listeners were like, oh, a podcast on the history of Toyota?
Yeah.
Sign us up,
Let's
man.
do it. I want to know how the Corolla happened. Yeah.
God.
It's sad, but a lot of the companies are cool with the crazy ads I do, and it's like funny. pull up Tim Dillon Dark Wix ad.
What they don't realize is
a minute of
with
that is funny.
allowing us to be as free and creative as we want is what's
Yeah.
going to sell their product. If it gets really funny, like me and Theo did one on Postmates,
Yeah.
and we thought they were going to be mad. They're like, dude, we've never seen such a return.
This sold things. Like I do ads like this, but this actually worked.
This guy, the number
Yeah.
5 minutes?
This was like,
Everybody, we have talked at length about the importance of having a website. It is something that I think is essential for people, no matter how worthless you are, no matter how worthless your product is, no matter how much talent you lack. It's a great place to put all of it. It doesn't matter if you're good or bad. This society is no longer run according to that. Little Nas X put a song on TikTok. It was like this goofy song. And now he's a millionaire. And now he's gay. All of these great things. Why?
so just imagine like you're in Wix and you're like, okay, who's doing this new ad? And it's a 5-minute ad, but it's just a funny, like, it's just like,
That's what makes me laugh.
Yeah, it's just funny.
I would check it out.
Yeah, I would check it out
Opposed
too.
to you being like, Wix, are you looking for a website
Right,
for
you
your
know,
business?
website. Yeah, and I also put them in the middle of the show,
Yes.
so it's like I make them flow with the show. So
Yeah, it has to flow with the show and be on the same
I'm also a
flavor
comic,
as the
so if
show.
I'm not making you laugh or I'm not having fun, why am I doing? You know?
Yeah, I don't have fun
Yeah.
with it. That's
Yeah,
so
you gotta
fucking
have
funny.
some fun, dude.
I don't know if did we ever release that Toyota podcast or the
We actually did a read
did.
for them, and then they asked us to come back one more time.
oh wow
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't care. That's the other thing. A lot of them are just like whatever.
some do though
Yeah, interesting.
some do
What was going on with the Call Your Daddy people? Can we talk about that?
oh yeah
I saw them on the screen. I saw when I walked in.
yeah we were talking about because
Dude, that's like a show that's as big as Rogan. It's so funny. Like that's just America.
It's not as big as
Rogan's
Rogan.
got
It's
has
not,
like
though.
I know it's not as big as Rogan, but it's like mentioned in the same sentence. It's
Which
just
it
hilarious.
shouldn't, though. I'm
no,
gonna
but
stop
it's just
you there.
hilarious. And it's like Rogan has like brilliant scientists and everyone else, and then it's like, and
also
what's
has you and
number?
me on.
Yeah, it's like that's true, but he's got a lot of smart shit. But it's like, what's number 2? It's like call your daddy. It's like, whoa, we're in trouble.
they're also in the algorithm of iTunes, which
Yeah.
is such a complete shit show, but nowhere near. But they're
It's probably more popular than it should be. I haven't listened.
we've
to
had them on here.
Yeah.
we've had them on here.
What do they talk about?
The blonde girl is wicked smart.
Is
The
it?
blo- the blonde one-
Is it about calling their actual fathers?
No, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
and they should definitely do that. It's basically like the relationship with like dudes and stuff, right? I think it's like them and like girls and
like,
fucking
yeah.
dudes and like sucking
Like
dick. and
sometimes you
stuff.
got to suck a dick. Yeah,
But
Good.
It's
Good
like
content.
Mansers for women.
yes, two attractive girls. That again, that blonde is a legit smart.
But they were
girl.
getting squeezed.
They weren't getting squeezed, man. This, from my understanding, you guys feel me. I don't know the details of the story. I know from what I know. I know that they kind of weren't anything, and then and Barstool was like, "Hey, come on our platform. We'll send all the bros your way. We're gonna give you an audience, and this is the deal." And I know a lot of people. My boys busting with the boys is over there. I know how their contracts work.
Yeah.
I've seen them. KFC's there. I'm real.
I like those guys.
I'm real
Yeah, I
friendly.
did them the
I'm
other
real
night. I
friendly
like
with
those
Barstool.
guys.
So
Yeah.
I fucked with Barstool. So they go, we have this huge platform. Here's the contract. It's like a multi-year, 3 or 4 year
So
contract.
the actual contract was 1 year, $75,000 each,
Mm-hmm.
and then at the end of the year they could renegotiate. And, there's bonuses
nobody
too.
knew how big it was going to be.
no, Barstool took a chance on them, gave them a platform. After a year, they signed a multi-year deal, right? And then I think it's the Burnett starts dating this like HBO
Head of HBO.
head of
HBO
HBO,
Sports.
Yeah, sports.
support, whatever. And that guy goes, "How much are you making? Your show's as big as Rogan. You should be making this and this.
Right.
Let's get you out of the deal."
Right.
So then they call the guy who put the deal together, who I'm friends with and represents me, who's their agent, and he goes, "Let's get him out of the deal." And he's like, "Well, we just signed it's 3-year deal, so they have to, once the 3 years is over, we have so much leverage.
Was
We're
it
gonna be
3
fine."
years at 75 each or no?
No, it was more than that.
It was starting at 75 with bonuses every single year. And then the second year is, I think, 85. Third year should have been 100 grand. But you can negotiate at the end.
I heard they were
each and
both
every
making
year.
between like 250 to 300,000 a year.
I mean, the reality is, after a year, they probably should have not signed that deal, right?
But they did, and that's on them.
Okay.
And then
That's-
Barstool.
It is what it is. Yeah.
My thing, like, where were you before Barstool came about? Where was your platform?
No, 100%.
Could you have gotten to where you're at without the push of Barstool?
No, it was a big push.
Probably not, because they have such a loyal, big following, right, of bros who are into this stuff. So they do that contract, and then she starts dating homeboy who doesn't know how the podcast space works. He's like, you should be making more. Let's get you out of the contract. Even though you guys committed this multi-year deal, they go to the agent and put it together. He's like, no, you can't. You'd violate the contract that we signed. It's not smart to do this. Then he goes, we'll figure out, hangs up on my guy. They fire my guy. Like, you don't know what you're doing. Fire him. Knows what he's doing. And then they're in trouble now. Then word gets out. They're talking WME and these other agencies to get out of the contract. So that's where.
Now, did they split up? I heard they also broke up.
And then then her with homeboy. And then the smart girl, the blonde, who's, I hate to be shitty about it, she's the brains of the operation. If the blonde leaves, that show doesn't exist.
Well, now
the brunette lives, they'll be all right.
The show's done.
Nope. Now the blonde's doing it. I think, are they doing auditions or something to replace it?
They had the president of Barstool went on to the Call Her Daddy Instagram account and said that send your audition tapes to Barstool.
It's not, it's not how podcasting works.
I will be sending a tape.
You should.
You should do it.
I
dude.
would absolutely.
You and her would
send
be
a
great
tape.
together.
I will send a tape.
But this is no different than like when a quarterback in the NFL signs a big deal, or no, you know what it is? It's like those kids on Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
we knew it was gonna be pretty big. You signed it's Lord of the Rings. The books were huge, and then the first one comes out in success, and I'm going, all right, we want to restructure Lord of the Rings, and the whoever put together is like, no, dude, we knew this was gonna be big. That's why we signed you a multi-year deal.
You got to be careful.
Yeah, but we're worth more.
You got to be careful what you sign. And listen, I mean, they probably could have made a lot more money if they didn't sign the second. Like, I understand taking the deal. If you're really huge after a year, you got to look at what you're signing.
Yeah,
I mean, it is what it is.
Contracts exist for a reason.
Yeah, I agree.
Barstool didn't get where they're at off.
There's no.
I know those guys.
Hate to them. They did what they should do as a business. They got to be
huge
smarter.
Loyal following that also catapulted these girls to where they're at, and those girls go, "We're huge now. We can do it without you." And Barstool's like, "Yeah, we don't know. We have a contract." Like, "Yeah, but we're gonna go over here." Well, no, you have a contract.
Right? No.
And HBO fuck us. Yeah, but
100%. 100%. I say sue him, kill him. Really.
The president of Barstool actually renegotiated their deal as well, and he agreed to do, I believe it was $500,000 after each year.
There you go.
After the 3-year contract is over, they would then receive their IP back, and then they would get a higher percentage in merch too. So he was really trying to make it work.
But yeah, that's again my boy Will Compton, who Bustin' with the Boys, who I'm close friends with. He signed with him. I reviewed the contract. It's not a bad deal. Like they sign a 3-year deal. You keep everything after it's done. You own the show. You own the IP. You're leasing their rights. You're basically leasing your rights to Barstool and their platform to build you up. And after 3 years, if you don't like the deal, you can go on. You own it all.
Sure.
They're not saying we own Call Her Daddy. We own Bustin' with the Boys. No. We're using our platform. We like what you do. We want to add you to our network. After the 3 years, if you don't like what we do, you're free to leave. These hoes just wanted to leave early.
Yeah, no, they should not.
You can't go play for another team when you signed a fucking 3-year deal.
You don't sign a 3-year deal if you're. This is the problem. You don't sign a 3-year deal if you are, if you want to be independent. I love independence, right? So my whole thing is like, I would stay independent unless somebody gave me a lot of money. That's the reality. Somebody's got to give you a lot of money for you to not be independent. Now, the difference is Barstool built them up.
Correct.
It's a whole thing.
Have you heard of them before Barstool? Were they even?
I don't know of them now.
I think they
really
only did 4 episodes prior to Barstool picking.
And Barstool saw potential, put money and their resources into them. They got to high level, which I'm proud of. And again, that blonde's so smart, man. And
there's a time
they saw something.
There is a time to leave. I mean, I was with Gas Digital. I like Gas Digital, but there's also a time to just be independent. I was with Gas Digital when I started Legion of Skanks. All those guys, I'm still friends with them. But like, there's a time when you want to be independent. You go, I don't want to have a boss anymore. I want to, they're not on this coast at all, Gas Digital, but it's like, I get what they're saying too. I don't get signing the contract, but I get the frustration of like, they shouldn't have signed the contract. You think they should have signed the contract? The 3-year contract?
Yes.
Really?
I don't think they're shit without Barstool and Barstool's vision.
The only way for them to know
There's only one way to know.
There's only one way to know.
And then don't sign the contract and find out.
Correct.
And then you come back to Barstool with your leg.
You don't think they would have fans without, maybe not in the beginning, but now?
Not to the level, not without the marketing and the vision of the prez at Barstool.
Okay, yeah, but then you're right. But then it's also like, how much do you owe that person?
They were going to play $500,000 each, so so 7-figure contract each plus merch. Barstool sells a shitload of merch. I don't know what the merch deal is.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe the merch deal is good. Hey, who knows?
There's a lot of money in merch. What you can't do is go, all right, we signed the deal, and then renege on that deal and think you're bigger than the brand.
You can't do that. I agree with you there.
That's just
you
bad
have
business.
To pay attention.
Your best thing is well, because now they both hate each other, so the show's going.
Why do they hate each other?
Cunts. I don't know.
The blonde girl went and she renegotiated her deal because they have separate contracts technically. They kind of made an agreement that they would only renegotiate together as a pair. But when the brunette girl, Sophia, didn't want to take the deal and wanted to stick by her boyfriend, the blonde one was like, I need to save myself. Went and talked to the president of Barstool and worked out her own contract.
But correct me tell me if I'm wrong. The blonde one also edits the show,
Yes.
right?
So that was part of the
Initially,
contract
she edited the show. She did a lot of the marketing for it.
I love how the news is like 30 million unemployed. Also, call her daddy drama. You know what I mean? It's a very interesting time, on edge of Great Depression. Also, call her daddy.
But this how it is with anything. It's like,
But also, real quick, the blonde girl, she was actually getting paid a little bit more, maybe quite a bit more, because she was also doing the editing, but she didn't reveal that to the
they didn't.
brunette chick. Yeah, so she didn't want that drama, but she was doing the
brunette
majority.
the brunette chick didn't realize that
She's doing the
blonde
majority of the
chick
work,
was
yeah.
staying 3 hours after to edit this fucking
Yeah.
thing.
Brunette chick was
It's like
taking
if
a ride.
Brian came to me and was like, dude, why are you getting paid more?
The brunette chick got lucky.
Yeah, she fell into this.
Brunette
essentially.
chick got lucky, and she just tried her luck and she lost.
I like both of them. The brunette chick got with an HBO guy who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Right.
Now he's caused this turmoil. And this brunette chick, I'd be willing to bet in 6 months, we don't know her. I don't know her name now.
No, I don't know her name
fucked
now.
her,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
He fucked this girl.
Yeah.
She had a great thing here. This could have turned into a TV show. HBO, Showtime giving out shows left and right. Who knows? HBO Max.
Could have been big.
Could have been big. There's no girls out here like this. You fucked
What?
yourself.
Like what? What do they do? I'm confused.
I don't know, dude.
They're the one and only. What do they do? We don't know. I love it. He's like, there's no one like this. What do they do again? We don't know.
Well, what
Never heard
was
a
the
minute of it.
two black girls on HBO had their own show and they started from a podcast.
Two dope queens.
Two dope queens.
Yeah.
Great name, Dope Queens.
Dope queens. Two dope queens, and these are.
I don't know what they do, but I feel like they're like
I
the
don't know
dope
either.
queens, but they're two white girls.
They're queens and they're dope. What? Give
them a show.
That's all you need now.
So I don't know how that ends.
Hopefully they
that
put it
blonde
back
girl's gonna
together.
be fine. That blonde girl's gonna be fine.
She
the
looks-
brunette's fucked.
Yeah,
you
like
better hope
she
you
can-
get pregnant with that HBO dude.
Yeah, poke holes in those condoms.
Yeah, girl.
As a reward for losing your career.
I know, man.
Wild.
If that guy breaks up with her, then she's completely
They should get
lost.
back together. The two girls should get back
Talk about
together
it.
and talk about it. And because now they're probably gonna have the biggest audience they've ever had.
That's a smart move. I think the
Very
brunette should
smart
go.
move.
I fucked up.
I
She talked to the
fucked up.
boyfriend, be like, dude,
My
all right, you kind of
boyfriend's-
fucked me. This didn't work
yeah.
out. Go to the brunette, be like, hey, let's honor our contract with Barstool. Let's ride out the 3 years. Take it from there. Let's do this.
And they
Let's
should
talk about
let
openly how we fucked
They
up.
should let a lot of the Barstool guys do like a bukkake on them. as
the
just
least
a
you
way,
could do.
as just a way to like show that they were wrong, like to just let all the people in Barstool just kind of jerk off on them it's about female empowerment, really, because they're choosing it, right? It's not.
If it's your choice,
They're
that's where the
choosing
power
it. They're
comes
saying,
from.
"Hey,
Yeah.
we were a little wacky. Let's lay on the floor and let everybody jizz on us, and then we'll go back to podcasting." It's just my thoughts. These are my thoughts, and
Your thoughts.
if anybody wants to hire me as a consultant, that's cool too.
Dave Portnoy hypes Barstool Sports auditions amid Call Her Daddy drama.
Oh, I'm doing an audition, man. I'm
should.
gonna do an audition. I'm gonna put a wig on. I'm gonna do an audition.
it.
I'm gonna be like, I'm the bitch.
Hilarious.
Call her daddy. Stop it. Yes. How big was that cock? Yes. Come. I imagine that's the show. I don't know. I imagine that's a good portion of it.
So it says Cooper made $506,000. Frankly received $461,000. We can't air this video or no?
In a 30-minute video,
It's a
Cooper
30-minute
said
one.
the infighting started as they began renegotiating the second year of their 3-year contract. During the first year,
To be
Cooper
fair,
made
$506,000
$506,000.
in New York's like making $30,000 in LA.
It's not a lot of money. It ain't a lot of money.
It's all about
LA
sucking
money
dick?
goes further than New York.
Not much further.
Not much further.
Not much further.
But in
Now,
LA, you
Texas-
can. Well, yeah,
In
of
Texas,
course.
you're Bill Gates.
But in New York, it's like bananas how much money you have to have any space.
I mean, but
You know,
but that's what you sign up for.
that's what you sign up for. So I love the city. I mean, it's you
Yeah.
know,
I don't want to live there, but yeah,
I'm done with it too. I mean, I lived there for years and loved it, but now I'm like, yeah, I could never live there again.
never.
And the reason is because of the Call Her Daddy drama. I would have lived there if the
These
Call Her
hoes?
Daddy girls were treated
Better?
Knowing that they're not together makes me want to kill myself. Like, I don't. This is 9/12. We had 9/11. Now we have 9/12.
9/12. You got current events,
is
Jen? Let me
9/12
pee
now.
before we get current
Sure.
events. Okay. They just air all that.
Current events.
What do you got?
Oh, here we go.
Podcast producers have this crazy power of just like, you don't know where
dude.
the footage goes.
Brian says it all the time.
Yeah, dude. They're
He's
just
like,
blackmail
good
people.
thing Chin's on our side, man, because
Yeah.
the shit we say.
Yeah,
He's
man.
like, what about Kat? I'm like, what? Kat wouldn't
I'm
be
actually
around
putting
this
together a tell-all book right now.
Tell-all book.
What do you got?
So Aisha Curry is Steph Curry's wife, and she recently posted up a photo of herself in a bikini, normal, whatever. But a lot of people are shitting on her because back in 2015, she released a tweet basically saying that she doesn't like it when women come out and like show their goods on social media, and that she's
Everyone's
only-
into barely wearing clothes these days, huh? Not my style. I like to keep the good stuff covered up for the one who matters.
Well, I think she might mean like
She's also very thick back then.
in everyday
Yeah.
life, and now she's just wearing a bathing suit. You
She
know?
also got her shit together. She's in shape, and she's like,
That's what a
"Holla."
lot of people are saying. They're saying that she was projecting the fact that she probably didn't feel very good about her body back in the day,
No, it's-
and that's why she tweeted that.
It's
And
no
now-
different than these plus size models who shame the hot girls, or the fat people shame the hot people.
yeah.
It's like, that's not beauty. You're empty inside. It's like, all right, if you look like that, you'd be posting ass pics left and right.
I think it'd be a funnier post if she was 400 pounds. So.
too. Way funny.
Straight up humor, like, you know.
Did she respond to it or no?
No, she did not.
Yeah, do you, girl? Fuck the internet.
Yeah, who cares? Dude, the internet's
who
crazy,
brought up
man.
2015? It was like, hey, remember we said this in 2015?
Yeah. who
Well, there's
cares?
that, and then people are also bringing up. I think it was in an interview a couple years back where she said Steph, her husband, is consistently getting attention from women, but she gets no attention from men on social media.
Remember that.
And
Oh,
it
I
makes her
remember
feel
that.
so
Wait a minute. Hold on. What about waiters? Waiter. She's fat. She was fat. Certain men cared. You know?
Yeah, I remember that. She was like, it gives me a little bit of insecurity because my husband gets all this attention.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the MVP of the NBA is getting attention and you're not? Are you out your goddamn
Yeah.
mind?
Why don't you do
What'd you
something?
sign up for?
Why don't you do something to get attention?
This'll do it, though.
And that's why people are.
She looks
upset.
good.
She looks really good.
She looks better.
You liked her better when she was a little thicker?
No, she's good. She's got a long way to go. I mean, I don't want to lie to her. I don't want to.
What would you like to see, Tim? What would
I mean, let's just start focusing on trimming the hips a little bit, trim it down a little bit, you know?
Well, it's still a little too thick for your liking.
It's a little thick. I like a woman who's 80 pounds, bird-like.
Auschwitz style.
You get very nervous. Remember Callista Flockhart from Ally McBeal? Her waist was like a CD, like a compact disc. That's what I think Hollywood needs.
I just can't believe what kind of fucking losers
Hillary
are like,
Duff.
remember 2015?
Yeah. Remember Hillary Duff spent her holiday weekend denying garbage child trafficking conspiracy.
Hillary, stay off the comments.
It's too funny, but she did post a creepy picture of her kid.
Really?
Oh.
Well, it's coming from that photo, right? There's like a weird
And
photo
that's
of
where
her
everyone,
kid.
the conspiracy comes
Yeah,
from?
It was
Because-
a photo of one of her sons, and it basically was him basically naked, but you can kind of see his butt, and he had lotion on him. It was on her Instagram story. She took it down because people said that she
Yeah.
was.
Just
she
don't
had
do like
child
obviously she's not
pornography.
running a human trafficking thing, but it's like don't do that.
Yeah.
Just don't put a naked picture of your kid who has no say in, you know what I mean?
But I also don't think she's human trafficking.
No,
No,
of
she's
course
not.
she's not.
Absolutely not.
Oh, she doesn't have any fucking money. That's the people, these thing with these Hollywood people. They think everyone in Hollywood's got money. This bitch can't traffic. She's trafficking herself. Listen.
Yes.
She's got no, can we all stop? Everything's not the same here.
Trafficking pit.
Guys like Jeffrey Epstein, they were fucking. They had real money. The people, they had real connections.
Yeah, it costs a lot of money to traffic human
Yeah,
beings.
this fucking bitch is. Come on, stop.
Dude,
but also don't put a weird picture of your kid on the internet like that.
Weird.
That's weird.
She got
dude.
it all taken down.
Yeah, she took it down.
Dude,
very
I used to
quickly.
work out next to her. She used to work at the same gym.
Yeah.
Smoke show.
Yeah.
Beast too. She used to work out like.
I don't know what's going on.
So there's a little picture of the little boy and his pants are down.
It seemed like it was a picture of him after like he had taken a bath or something. You could see his butt, and then there was lotion on him.
Okay.
And it was just kind of like supposed to be a family friendly photo of her son.
People are
and
like,
a lot of people are like,
she's trafficking the child.
trafficking. Well, yeah, it's some people
Hillary, you
are
gotta
so
stay off
stupid,
comments, man. You gotta
stay off comments.
All right. Anyways, we don't want to see a picture of that.
I like Hillary Duff.
I don't care either way. It is what
I don't
it
think
is.
she's trafficking human beings.
She's not. She's not trafficking anything.
She's trying to traffic a career.
Yeah, that's what I mean about people think Hollywood's like all these big power players, and it's like not. I know people who live in cars. I mean, she doesn't, but it's coming. She doesn't turn it around. Living in a car.
This
Is
is
it?
what.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay.
That's
just-
weird. It's not great. It's listen. I'm not saying she's trafficking, but don't put that on social media.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Agree.
Do not put that on social media. That is a bad
I have
move.
a kid. I would never.
That is
ever,
fucking
ever,
not
ever.
what you do. I don't know what.
It's all, but that's also on her refrigerator, and she's just showing the whole thing. You probably didn't even think about it because she's not trafficking human beings.
Oh, so she didn't put that on Instagram?
no.
what the reports kept saying.
Well, no. What
I thought she put it on
No,
Instagram.
this
I
is
didn't
a
know.
story of her going over a fridge of all the memories, and there's a picture of the son.
Oh, okay. I thought she put it as
in
like a
lotion
post.
because you put lotions on kids before they go to bed because they have real sensitive skin. I do it with my son.
I have people come and do it to me as well. But yeah, no, that's listen, man. Everybody's not trafficking kids. I mean, this is like mental illness.
Where does it stop?
I mean,
we know Bill
enough
Gates
already.
is, but Hillary Duff.
They're all
Hillary Duff?
but there are. Here's the thing: there are powerful rich people that do engage in crazy behavior, and they
Hillary Clinton.
never get in trouble for it.
Hillary Clinton's
Who
doing
knows?
it.
I mean,
but
Bill Clinton's
Hillary
on
Duff,
that plane.
You got your Hillary's confused.
You got your Hillarys mixed up, folks.
That's what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly
The court
what it
team.
is.
Hillary.
That's what it is. Because no one gets in trouble and there's no consequences, people just run and they get upset, and they're rightfully upset, and they just run rampant, and then they're like, yeah, Hillary Duff's running a human trafficking ring. And it's
She's
like,
all
no, she's
what?
probably not, guys. She's probably not.
What do you got?
You guys were mentioning this earlier.
That looks so fun.
It's fun, man. It's the Ozarks,
I would
dude.
go there and lick everybody's face.
Yeah, I mean, I
Keep
wouldn't
talking
do
about
that.
licking people.
I know.
That's
Constantly
how
licking people's face.
anti-COVID. Even if I get it, I'll be fine. Look at the odds.
But yeah, this is the pool party from this past weekend.
I'm all about it. I'm here for it. You gotta start living your life.
I love how
man.
everyone is shitting on the party. Like everyone on Twitter is like, "Oh,
It's
that
so
party
fun.
looks suck." It's like, shut up.
From their house.
Shut up. What do you think? Your party's fun in Echo Park, where you sit there and you talk about all the sins America's committed? Shut the fuck up.
I just can't
That's
imagine.
fun. There's booze.
Yeah,
Everyone's in the
dude.
water.
You're in the water. You're pissing in the
Yeah,
water.
Who cares?
Dude,
Everyone's shitting in the water.
yeah, nothing better. I just can't believe somebody would post this and be like, "Can you believe these people?" It has nothing to do with you.
There's nothing to do with you.
They're
It's
not going to your grandfather's
it's not
house.
directly affecting you.
No.
If you don't want to go to the beach, and stay off the fucking beach.
Yes.
Who cares? Don't be a rat.
Don't be a rat.
I hate that, dude. I hate how quickly people became rats. Like 2 weeks in, people were like, "Are those 16-year-olds skateboarding?" It's like, stay out of it.
Tekashi 6ix9ine made it cool to be a rat.
That's the thing about Hillary Duff. Don't be a rat. Let her run a human trafficking ring. Stop being a rat
You're
all
right,
the
dude.
time.
You're right.
She's got to make money. She's getting
right.
older as a woman in Hollywood. What's she gonna do?
You're right. That looks so fun. I can't wait for those days
Summer.
to be back. And by days, I mean right now.
All right, here's a quick sad one. I don't know if you guys know this person, but I watched this show called Terrace House on Netflix.
What's it called?
Terrace House?
Never heard of it.
Okay, it's really good.
You wouldn't know what it
It's
is.
in- yeah,
This
it's in
isn't like up your
subtitles.
alley.
What's it about?
It's different people moving into this little house. It's almost like Real World, but they're there to find a relationship.
It's a Japanese.
Well, I'm kind of
real
into
world,
it, but it's all
Yeah.
Japanese people.
Basically.
But they have
I'll
white
back
people
off
too.
of
They
that.
I
got white
love,
people too.
I love how you guys even thought there was a possibility. They're like, we don't know if you guys watch Terrace House, the all Japanese dating show on Netflix. Like, no, we don't. Sorry.
It's
I
like
knew
Love
right
at
away.
First Sight,
Yeah.
but all Japanese people.
Yeah.
And you got to read in subtitles.
You guys speak Mandarin, right? Because it's an all Chinese cooking show. Have you seen that? Yeah, no, I haven't.
Amy Schumer's the host.
Yeah.
I think you guys should just give it one
sounds
episode
dope.
to try. One episode to try.
All right, man.
Why? What happened?
So this is one of the girls that starred in it. She was a professional wrestler. I guess she has lineage too. I think her father's also a professional wrestler. And she would get negative comments. You know, like people say negative things on social media and whatnot.
That's social media in 2020, man.
What it is? People got
For some reason, it's worse in Asia. Like in Korea, remember, like big celebrities in Korea, they end up killing themselves
I
because
know.
of all the
Here's
harsh
thing,
criticisms.
you know what? It's bad here.
It's definitely bad here, yeah.
dude. It's very
Do you get it
bad.
bad?
Sometimes I do. It depends what I say.
Wait till you get more famous.
I go like sometimes if I go at Trump, I get it, and then if I defend Trump, I get it, and I do both, right? Because
I get it both.
I
Yeah, I
do
get it
all the
no
time.
matter
So like, yeah, it depends. Yeah,
Yeah, people, how do you deal? It's like it
just
comes,
ignore it.
It comes with fame. I don't
ignore it.
I don't read. I
yeah.
don't
You just don't
see
read
it.
the comments. Who cares? You just ignore it. You know.
I look,
She is-
I look at the ticket count. I look at the
Right.
views. If people
Yeah.
are watching. People are buying
Yeah.
tickets. People buying merch.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Doesn't
Some people
matter.
take it harder than others, but yeah, it's also she's
It's
very
tough to
young.
ignore.
She's
Well,
Well, in
22 years old.
Asia, it's the way they do it. It's just very like I feel like everyone in Asia is like we write people off here, but if somebody says something to you in Asia, you're like fuck.
Yeah. You
you
start
take it
cutting your
seriously.
pinky. Yeah.
Yeah,
So she was reading the
they
comments.
they
and
look
killed
at you. They're
herself?
like such
She-
a dishonor.
So she did.
Sonny?
You have dishonored your whole country by your appearance on dating show. You're like fuck. Sorry.
So she was a victim of cyberbullying. She mentioned it before, and then in her last post, she had like her little cat, and she was saying something like goodbye or something like that. They
I
usually
will
do
say
that
this,
too.
I love how much Asians love cats because I think cats are awesome. And in certain Asian countries, a cat is a status symbol. That's not directly related to this, but
Ronda Rousey posted this.
I feel very bad for this woman. I feel bad that she committed
Rhonda
suicide.
posted about her.
Yeah, a lot of wrestlers did.
It's very sad. You can't listen to people online are monsters. You can't listen to them. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
You know,
Rhonda put cyberbullying is a very real and growing threat to us all in society. Succumbing to it isn't weakness, it's human. We've evolved to feel as if our lives depend on social acceptance because the majority of human history of our survival has depended on our social groups and standing within them. I know the trolls that spend their days harassing others online are battling their own mental demons. True. But please find a way to release your venom in a way that won't poison others. Even a straw's weight can be the one to break the camel's back.
it is what it is,
Rhonda's a
man.
good rider.
She's really good. I had no idea that came from her.
Oh,
That's,
no,
like,
Rhonda's
shocking.
wicked smart.
That's fucking great.
Stupid smart. I don't even know if she has her high school GED.
thought that was Rhonda
Wicked
Patrick.
smart. Yeah, Rhonda's very, very smart.
this is Nikki Bella.
Words can destroy in a minute what a heart had to build in a year. But also stay off social media.
Listen, there's
It's easier said than done, but
part
also
of
stay
what
off
you
social media.
accept when you're in the public eye to any degree is that people are going to be shitty to you. You have to take it. It's
You have
what
to
it
take
is.
it, but like
I know it's shitty, but
it's so shitty. But also, if you have an opinion, if you're an opinionated person,
that's it.
you're gonna upset.
I'm just gonna
half
upset
the
people.
people, and half the people are gonna fuck with you.
I upset
But you
people.
gotta accept that half the people aren't gonna agree with you, and half those morons are unhappy with their lives, and their only way they can
Dude, and
get it out is
high profile
Instagram.
people might hate you. Celebrities might hate you. It is what it is. You know, I went to Hillary Duff's house to make a citizen's arrest. She was not happy. Everybody's gonna have a problem with you. Imagine that. I show up at Hillary Duff's house.
That's what
I'm
you're
like,
doing in Beverly
She's all
Hills.
for
me.
what?
Yeah, that bitch doesn't live in Beverly Hills. Trust me. Stop. She lives in the Hollywood Hills in one of those disgusting little huts buried in the side of a fucking hill with a 4-foot infinity pool. You got no fucking money. You don't know what money is.
Mick
When's the last time
Foley.
she had a hit?
Mick Foley. What Mick Foley put? Also known as what's Mick Foley's wrestling
Mankind,
name?
right?
Man, dude.
Yeah, I got it.
Hannah Kimura was 22. Please let that sink in. 22.
crazy, dude.
Online bullying should not be part of her life. It damn sure shouldn't be. Should not be part of death.
Well, what's good is that we have the president doesn't really participate in this negative.
He doesn't troll people at all.
What's good about the president is he sets a good example.
Yeah. Fuck, it's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad when people put so much weight into social media. That's what's bad. It's like
It's
but
not real. None of it's real.
None of it's real.
None of it's
Even
real.
if it's good, it's not real.
None of it's
dude.
real, dude. None of it's real.
It's not real.
You
man.
just have to fucking ignore it. But it's hard to ignore.
be like Lance Armstrong.
It's very hard to ignore. The only way to defeat trolls is to ignore them, but it's the hardest thing in the world to do.
It's very
That's
hard.
why Trump
But you know
can't
how
be
you beat
beaten
him?
because no one can ignore him.
You can't ignore him because he's
Yeah.
the president, but also the way you beat him is just more success.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Yes.
Okay. Well, just to close this off, what she said last was, "I love you. Have a long, happy life. I'm sorry." And then
Tragic.
that was her with her cat.
How did she do it?
They're still investigating exactly what happened. There was like,
Is there any possibility the cat killed her and then wrote that post?
Oh my God, that's what I was thinking.
I mean,
this
literally,
whole time,
dude, cats are devious as fuck.
cats are very mischief.
Cat's like, we'll make it look like a suicide.
Oh, it's a kitten.
Dude, there was a great meme where it was like a face of a cat, and it goes, "I cannot spread coronavirus, though if I could, I would."
100%.
Hilarious.
Cats are fucking cunts. I hate. You have a cat, right?
Well, that's not it's my friend's cat, that big fat gray cat.
Hate cat.
It's just hilarious. I put it in all, like we put it in all the
I'm
videos.
so allergic to
It's
him.
just so funny. It's hilarious. His name's Oscar. It just hates everything. It just makes me laugh. Like I'll pick it up and like it's like clawing at my neck. I'm like, it's trying to kill me. It's like trying to.
Is it declawed?
No, it'll get you.
Oh,
You gotta, yeah.
What's this?
this is a comparison people made to President Trump and then also Michael Scott from The Office. So it's about positive and negative. I'll just play the clip for you here.
I had a 2-week regimen of hydroxychloroquine, and I've taken it, I think, just about 2 weeks. I think it's another day. So, and I'm still here. I'm still here. And I tested very positively in another sense. So this morning, yeah, I tested positively toward negative. So no, I tested
So confusing.
perfectly this morning. meaning I tested negative. But that's
Sounds like me as a president.
toward the negative.
Fuck my words up all the time.
Test yet, sir?
No, I have not.
And then if you remember watching The Office,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love The Office.
well, I guess they mixed
He
it up
was
here.
so.
And I tested, meaning that's a way of
In the medicine,
positively toward the negative.
well, apparently in the medicine community, negative means good. Makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
That episode was amazing. Yeah.
I tested very positive.
That was such a big show that I just never got into. I'd never given myself the chance.
I'm the
Oh my
same. When something
God.
gets so big,
I
I
just
kind
never
of
got into
I go
it.
against the grain.
I've never gotten into it.
Did you get into Seinfeld?
No. I liked other shows that were funny. Like
Did you get into Friends?
No, I thought Frasier was really funny.
Frasier's awesome.
Really funny. I watched Seinfeld and Friends, but I thought Frasier was really fun. That was my favorite like sitcom of that time. And like I watch most things that people watch. I watch Ozark. I think it's good. I don't think it's the greatest thing ever, but I like
Really?
Ozark.
What do you like better, Sopranos?
I mean, all of that. The Wire, Sopranos, Breaking Bad. I mean, Succession is better than Ozark.
How dare you.
Game of Thrones. I mean, it is.
Game of Thrones is better.
Watch Succession.
Game of Thrones is better.
Watch Succession. You ever watched
What's that
it?
on?
HBO.
What's it
It's
about?
Great. It's about like a family of ultra wealthy people that own a TV station. It's great.
That sounds cool.
It's really cool.
I started watching Narcos, Mexico.
Narcos, the first season
First
of Narcos
season's
is
amazing.
amazing.
Second season, Mexico.
just starts blending.
You don't care.
Starts
you don't care
blending.
about the character.
It's like, wait a minute.
but do you know
okay,
the real story?
that Hispanics sell drugs?
Yes.
That's a joke. And a lot of that is because we colonized and did all the wrong things. But
Yeah.
that's just that's
If you know the history of it, like the more I read into the actual history of it, then I'm into it more. I'm on the second season now of Mexico, so the third season.
they should do like Narcos
better.
America. Do something that have white people be the problem. You know what I mean?
Well, it would
do
be-
Narcos Alaska.
Do Narcos Hell's Angels?
Yeah, something like that. You know?
Do they have something like that already?
No.
Yeah,
Sons of Anarchy doesn't count. No, that doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't
I'm
really
talking
count.
do real life.
I mean, Ozark is good. It's a watchable show. The kid on Ozark is fans of a lot of podcasts.
Which
You
kid?
know the kid
young
who's-
kid?
the real white. No, not the young kid.
The
He's
white
like-
trash?
The white trash kid
Who
who's
fucks the old lady?
fucks the old lady.
He's a fan of podcasting?
He's a huge fan of all of the podcasts.
Oh, wow.
That kid Charlie, that kid, he does a lot of work. Yeah, he's like a massive fan of podcasting. I don't want to get him in trouble.
He looks like a podcasting.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like a guy that like podcasting.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, he's
Good actor.
Really good actor. He plays the same kind of part all the time, which is like what he looks like he would play.
Yes. Yeah. To me, Ozark's top 5.
No, it's schlocky.
When's the last time you watched Sopranos?
It's
When's the-
amazing. I
I
watched
know
a few
it is.
episodes
When's last
last
time?
year. No, Ozark is schlocky. I'll explain to
I've
you.
never seen Sopranos.
I'll explain to you-
Everyone tells me to watch it. I watched
Ozarks
it.
could never happen, and it's stupid.
It could happen.
It could not happen.
Laundering
It's
money
dumb.
in Missouri?
Not on a boat where a drug dealer is selling heroin on a boat because a bunch of other people
casino?
are a casino, but it's schlocky. You're like, yeah, whatever. It's like none of it could ever happen. It's stupid.
Money
The
laundering?
writing. Bateman and Laura Linney are amazing. Julia Garner's amazing.
Amazing.
That's why the show is so good because the actors sell it. But you're like, dude, this could never fucking happen.
Oh, but you watch Game of Thrones and think it could really happen?
No, but Game of Thrones is also not at the level of like The Wire, The Sopranos, things like that.
Dude, you and I are off. I think Game of Thrones better than all those. You like Wire all the seasons? How many seasons? 6?
Wire in totality is
Wire
the greatest
season
show
1 through
ever
3.
made when
1
you take
through
it in
3.
totality.
1 through 3.
No, it's also good, the other ones.
They're all right.
In totality, because it took an issue and then showed it from every different perspective, it was like this brilliant thing that had never been really done in TV the way it had been done, where it's like you're looking at it from the cops, the dealers, the press, the politicians.
Agree.
It's a crazy. It's to do that with television is wild, right?
Agree. But
so-
that's why people put so much weight on Sopranos, because like we've never seen like so and so vulnerable.
No, it's amazing. It's the anti-hero, Breaking Bad, all that stuff.
But now that we're in 2020,
do you need a season 4 Ozark? Let's be honest.
Oh, do I ever?
Do you really?
I don't know where they're gonna go.
Right. Yeah, I mean, when they gonna start laundering money, they're gonna start stuffing money in their breasts, in their tits.
Did you watch Dexter?
No, but I heard that was good too.
It's good.
Dude, Bloodline is good on Netflix, but it's slow, but it's good, and it's got some great actors in it.
Did you watch Hunters?
Is amazing.
The Nazi
What?
Hunters on Amazon?
No, is that good?
Great.
Dude, Bloodline is good just in the Florida Keys.
Oh, anything Florida, I'm out. Besides
Really?
Dexter, I'm out. Yeah, I'm just not into the Florida movement.
What is wrong with you?
I like alligators, but other than that, I'm just out of it.
Look at that. Look at that. There's something afoot. Something's
Key
going
West.
on there. Key West is good. Curb is
Man,
great.
I can't-
Curb is great.
Curb's amazing.
What, you can't believe I don't love Ozark?
Yes.
Dude, it's fine. It's not bad. I respect it.
What about documentaries?
I love documentaries.
Were you a Tiger King fan?
Great.
One of your favorites?
I loved it. Top 5 docs ever.
See, I disagree.
Okay. Give me some better
I think it was so good because we're in quarantine. It was so outlandish. But if you go back and watch it, is it better than like Making a Murderer? Is it
Yeah.
better than the O.J. Simpson?
No,
doc?
no, you're wrong. You're right.
Is it
It's
better
not.
than Don't Fuck with Cats?
No, Don't Fuck with Cats got a
is
little long. It got a
insane.
little long. It got a little long.
A little long.
It was
the guy went
so
from killing
long.
cats to people.
I know, but it took too long.
And a
That should-
Facebook group did
That
it.
should happen in an episode. I was about to kill some of those losers stalking this poor guy. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, don't hurt cats, but also, who has a job here?
That's what I'm saying.
Who has a job?
Dude,
How can...
I like the
That's
one guy
insane.
goes, the one guy, the guy who actually found him, I don't know what he does for a job, but he goes, I felt like it was a game of cat and mouse. And I thought, you know what? You're on.
Yeah.
6 years later, dude.
He's like, you're on. I've got nothing to do this decade. Let's go.
Then they show him he's in LA. They show him at a LA fucking coffee shop, just
Yeah.
fucking tracking this
Dude,
dude.
it shows
down.
that everybody just wants a community.
Yes.
Everybody just wants a community, whether you're hunting a cat killer or whatever it is. But I like Tiger King because it was one of the only things I didn't know. Like, and not one of the only things I don't know about, but like, I don't know anything about like those shitty zoos. And I always wondered about it. When I would drive through these areas, I'd be like, yeah, is that a zoo? I'm like, what the hell's going on there? Like, you go to the Everglades in Florida and you'd be
There's
like,
so many of
what
them.
is this thing?
But
So
also,
it kind of took you into that world in an interesting way.
Yeah, but it's also, this is what happens when a guy who's addicted to meth gets a bunch of tigers.
Yes.
It's like meth, tigers.
But he's the hero of it. Like, he's the hero of that whole
is
thing.
he the hero?
I think he's the hero. You kind of
Or is, what's her name? Karen. What's her name?
Carol. No one roots
Carol
for
Baskin.
Carol. She had her husband killed and she got away with it. This is a poor guy who's like, yes, he's a meth head. Yes, he's tricked these guys into sleeping.
He also
with
killed
meth.
a lot of tigers.
Everyone
How about the
does.
straight guy that came from Oklahoma was like,
But didn't every
I just want to see tigers.
Didn't every podcast have all of these people on, by the way?
I don't think so. We didn't.
Yeah, but a lot of them did, and they all kill tigers. I interviewed one of the tigers.
Oh, you did?
I did a video where I
What'd he
interviewed a
say?
tiger. He was an anti-Semite.
That makes sense.
So he had to leave. But
That makes sense.
it's
See, I think that podcast was good, but I think it's also it's kind of like the Tiger Woods and Tom Brady golf thing.
Yeah.
We're so hungry for live TV and for live sports. We're like, all right, I'll watch this.
you know what's
I think
interesting
if
about
Tiger King came out in 2018, we'd just be like, all right, cool.
No, it was certainly a perfect storm.
Yes.
Of why it got so big. Yeah, 100%.
Because like Steers is better, the Going Clear doc's better, the Nirvana one of Kurt Cobain on HBO is better. Like,
I don't
I've seen
know. I
better
mean, Tiger
ones.
King was pretty good. You have to care about.
Tigers.
Well, Going Clear. It's like, you know, that's a decent one. Who Took Johnny's a creepy one about human trafficking. That's wild.
Making a Murderer.
Making Murder is great. The Keepers was good on Netflix.
Keepers is good.
Yeah.
Making a Murderer 2 was a waste of your fucking life. It
Yeah.
was so lame.
Well, it's also like he did it.
He
We
did
know
it, and then
did
he's
it.
representing himself as the lawyer.
Yeah,
Well, that ain't gonna
we know he
work.
did it. His attorney looks guilty. This bitch. They all drive. These people live in a level from Donkey Kong Country. They just drive around in mine carts and fuck each other. They're guilty.
They're
It's
guilty.
enough. You know.
100%.
Stop trying to spring this guy who's clearly a monster.
What's funny is I remember when that came out, I kind of defended him. I was like, we need to get him out. And then people from that county were like, dude, it's all the Netflix marketing propaganda. This dude's so guilty, it's not even funny.
He's
like, we know for a fact
he's guilty of like other things.
Yes.
It's like raped people.
Yeah,
and
he's a
like,
bad
he's
person.
a bad dude.
What else you got?
All right, this is big right now. Khloe Kardashian and how she looks.
Dude, I mean, this is
She got on chocolate face?
This is where you get conspiracies where it's like, did Khloe die? And they just put this new person in. Because this is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Nuts. Hey, Chin, do me a favor. Bring up old Khloe Kardashian picture. Tell me it's the same person.
Dude,
this is how that doesn't do justice.
No, get older, Khloe.
Dude, older Khloe was an fucking starting left tackle for the Colorado Buffaloes. She was so big, dude. Look at that. Think how far science and medicine has advanced.
But I got to be
from
honest
that.
with you. The new version of her does not look like that. Doesn't look like a human, bro. Brendan,
Yeah.
does that look like a human being?
Looks like a human odd to have sexual relations.
No, but it doesn't. Look at the eyes. Look very closely at the eyes.
Could be an alien. I'd still take
No,
my chances.
it looks like something's wrong. Like that's crazy.
And how so?
I mean, it just doesn't. Kathy Griffin, this is the same thing. She doesn't look alive anymore.
Dude, this is nuts.
Like old Kathy
Oh, you
Griffin
think it's
photos
like-
to new Kathy. It
Oh,
doesn't
you
look.
think it's like that movie Get Out?
She looks alive.
It's
When
like that
she's-
movie Get Out.
Something's wrong. Look,
you're
look,
right.
dude. She looks alive there.
She
You
does
might
look-
not want to fuck her. She looks
She looks
alive.
vibrant there.
She looks alive.
She looks alive.
And the other, that dude.
She looks evil.
Dude, something's off.
It looks like the movie Get Out. They took Chloe's brain and put in some hot bitch. Let's Get Out.
Wow.
And
Amazing.
dude, it shows you what medicine can do.
Yeah, man. I don't know. That's
Dude,
there's
what
something
they did
wrong.
with
That might not be
Kylie
medicine.
Jenner
You
is
might have
nuts.
sold her soul to the devil, but that's okay. I guess it's worth it.
Alrighty.
She's so skinny now.
Let me see her full body.
They showed here.
Did she
I think the last thing she did was run.
turned
Yeah.
into a black girl? She went chocolate body.
It's like the last thing.
She's not tan there.
It's just her running.
Dude, Rocky never ran in a gated community.
I mean,
that
God
her?
bless her, but
Good for her, man.
good for her. I mean, I'm glad she lost all that weight, but I mean, she was a pretty girl. I don't know why you need to go crazy with the face.
She's pretty hot there. Look at all the comments. Yes, baby. There she is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she does look pretty damn amazing right here. Doesn't look
does.
real, like you said. Doesn't look real.
It
But
just doesn't look real.
Now
I mean,
my
I'm not
face
saying
is
it's
fatter than Khloe
unattractive.
Kardashian's.
I'm
How do
not
you
saying
think
it's
that makes me
unattractive. It
feel?
just it doesn't look like a human being. I mean, even the tits look weird. Like,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It looks.
And she's also she also has the skin of Sexy Yama. She's also gold.
Right.
That's not natural color.
No.
She's also a gold bronze shape.
No, that's
is.
Fenty
What's that?
makeup.
on the body, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of girls do that now where they have like body shimmer.
That's what it
And
is.
put like gold and bronze on?
Yeah,
So they
some
look
girls will put like
statues?
purple.
Dude,
and stuff like that.
when is this going to be done to Rob Kardashian? I mean, when is Rob?
Poor
Like, can
Rob.
you put Rob under
Rob's-
the knife? All of the knives?
Dude, Rob's 400 pounds.
Yeah.
He tried to come up with a sock business.
Yeah.
No one supported it.
Poor Rob. Me and Rob are outside Denny's in Huntington Beach with guns saying "Open now." I mean,
Fuck. No one supports Rob, man. They're like, geez, what's wrong with Rob? He's the black sheep of the family. Well, I don't know. Maybe
dude,
give the guy
they
a
have
little
not taken
attention.
a photo. Does he even have an Instagram?
I don't
Have they
think
taken
so.
a photo of that guy in like years?
I think he got so fat shamed. Then also, like, they were sitting around. The mom was orchestrating the businesses. She goes, all right, Rob, so socks for you.
Yeah, you'll get socks. Oh, dude, this poor guy. Limited edition.
Mamacita, limited edition.
Oh, dude, how?
Meanwhile,
This is a horrific situation.
meanwhile, his sisters are signed with fucking Adidas.
They're billionaires, dude. Dude, I love they go through all the houses that they all own, and then they're like, Rob sleeps on one of their couches. You know?
Rob's still sad about fucking Lamar Odom.
Rob's just eating Papa John's in someone's backyard. Dude, there's no photos of
I
him.
know. That's an old one.
There's an old one, man. He's had a tough go, man.
He's had a tough go. What happened to him?
I think his sister got famous for fucking a dude.
I mean,
and it
dude,
really
the
fucked him up, dude.
men in that world, Bruce Jenner, Lamar Odom, they all
Kanye
have
West.
problems.
Kanye
dude.
West is the most
They
problem.
all have issues.
And you're around that, and your father was a successful lawyer.
Yeah.
You're making socks.
Yeah, you got to be very careful around these ladies.
You're one bad break away from making Don't Fuck With Cats too. man.
Scott Disick somehow made it because he's like a Long Island
Scott Disick
slime
made it,
ball.
dude.
He figured it
He
out.
actually has a good brand called Talentless.
Yeah.
It's
Is
a
that what
clothing
called?
brand called Talentless. It's
Love
actually
it.
really good gear.
I love it. Yeah, I mean, I always liked him.
Me too.
Yeah, he's.
I wonder why that is.
Because we're scum.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I've always fucked with him. Yeah, we're scum.
I mean, you know, I get him. What's he supposed to do? Like, I get it. He get married into an attractive, like a wealthy family.
Both his parents died. That's tough.
That is tough. Yeah, I respect
They
him,
left
man.
him nothing.
I mean,
He got
hustle
divorced from
is a
Khloe,
hustle.
or
He's
from
got a
Car-
hustle, man.
Yeah, he's a hustler. He's making the best of it.
I respect that, man.
Yeah, I've always
He's
been
a Long
fan.
Island guy. I can't not support Long Island.
Happy birthday to the best guy I know, Rob Kardashian. Well, why don't you fucking help him out,
Where is
Scott?
he? Where is he?
He's
I
making
think he's
socks.
in rehab right now.
Rob?
No, Scott.
What about Rob?
What if he's just getting like super jacked right now during quarantine, and he's waiting to just come
Dude, his
out and be
sisters
hot
have
like
all
his
the
sisters?
connections.
Dude, his sisters
Kanye got lipo for his wedding.
just put him under the knife.
Dude, get some fucking cheek implants.
Put him under that knife.
We'll see that, I bet, soon.
I mean, how great would it be if the next photo is Rob Kardashian? It looks like Khloe too. They're like, this is Rob Kardashian. It's a picture of a guy that's not even him.
Click on that picture, the top left, the very first picture. What is that?
Is it the old app?
Time flies when
Yeah.
you stay home. Oh, God. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got?
Yeah, this one here. This is from SportsCenter. It's actually pretty entertaining.
Funny.
Yeah, all right. We need a vaccine.
See, this is the problem. It's
Time to
this
open
is
up.
the problem.
Open up now.
It's the same with Tiger King. It's
Yeah,
like,
no,
that
that's-
wasn't entertainment.
Yeah.
We just need content.
Yeah, we just
Like Netflix needs content.
yeah.
All right.
And
this
you
is-
succumb to that.
I succumbed
Jim.
to it.
You're like, check this shit out.
This is Ichiro, and I don't know. You guys tell me if this looks real to you or not. But this is him, like these days.
And he had a little power. But how about this? Throwing accuracy. Now, you can call it stage and call it whatever you want. I just call it Ichiro. That was a
Yeah, that's Ichiro. I believe that.
Yeah, why not?
That's
Yeah,
just
what
seems impossible.
What else is he gonna do?
I don't know.
Who was it? Khloe Kardashian? Is that what Khloe looks like?
Is that Rob Kardashian now?
Is that Rob? Dude, now it's like we can't even be shocked if Rob Kardashian is just a small Asian
Oh, it
boy.
would be a small blurb on my radar if
Yeah.
that was Rob Kardashian throwing
Right.
baseballs. I'd be
That's
like,
hilarious.
damn, that's crazy. Good for him. I'll
Yeah.
buy socks. What else you got?
Well, you know
Jen?
what it is? Hillary Duff sold the real Khloe Kardashian for experiments, and then they put in this new one.
What else you got?
That's all we got.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
We did it, dude.
That's it. Thanks for having me, dude.
Dude, thanks for
I had
answering the
so
call,
much fun.
man.
Tim Dillon Show on YouTube. Please subscribe. Fight the power. Fight tech censorship. And by subscribing to my channel and buying my merch, that is the most important way to fight.
It is.
It really is. I mean, that's just what it is, folks.
Dude, I can't thank you enough. You got to do the shows with us in Phoenix.
Yeah, no, I'm going to do it. If you're legit down, I'll do it.
No, you're
I'm
in.
down.
Yeah, I'll pay
Okay,
you.
awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
you're in.
you. Thank you, everyone.
What, June 11th through the 13th.
I'm in.
Yeah, Phoenix, June 11th through the 13th.
How are you getting there? Flying?
Of course I'm fine.
You're a gangster. All right. All right. Calm
Why,
down.
you want to drive?
I might drive.
How far?
Whoa,
It's
damn.
4.5 hours.
Oh, he knows it.
It's 4.5 hours.
4.5
5
hours.
hours.
Your car's going to melt?
No. Oh, as it gets real
It's
hot?
so
I think it'd be nice to be a nice desert drive, though.
I like driving myself.
I like driving. Nice desert drive.
Look up drive time.
From Los Angeles to Phoenix?
To Phoenix. Yeah, I think you'd be,
You'd be surprised.
yeah.
No pun intended on my special.
5
Yeah,
hours.
but you're gonna go
33?
fast. You're not. That's not taking you 5.5.
So you might make it 4:45.
You're going 4:45 there.
Well, it's
That's doing the
370
speed
miles.
limit. Yeah, that's doing the speed limit. You're getting there in under 5. 100%.
I'm not mad at that.
No, I like that. Instead of going on a plane, getting all gross, stop lunch, have some lunch in the desert. 2.5. You stop lunch in the desert. Another 2.5. You're there.
After
I
you
leave
Phoenix,
early in the
there's
morning.
nearly 200 miles to get to the mountains. You could stop in Palm Springs.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think that better than getting on a flight.
That's smart.
Even though I do want to get on a flight to just kind of get back in the swing of things.
I'm gonna do it in Houston, but I might drive there.
I think
I might
driving's
have my
the
brother
move.
fly to LA and then we'll drive from LA to Phoenix.
Yeah, I think driving's the move, dude.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a great show.
Yeah.
Tim Dillon's joining us in Phoenix,
Yes.
June 11th through the 13th.
Let's
Brian,
do it.
Tim, and me in Phoenix stand up live. Then Spokane is June 25th through 27th. 27th, the first ever inaugural Thick Boys Bike Club meeting. If you want in on that, we got over 200 riders. I don't know how we're going to do it, but thickboyride@gmail.com. And then in Salt Lake City, Wise Guys stand up July 16th through the 18th. Also, the 18th is when we're doing the Thick Boys Ride. Also, email thickboyride@gmail.com to sign up for the ride in Utah. Tim, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for
This
having me.
is the Fighter and the Tim. We're out.